phone. Rock. Ain't shit Rock wouldn't do.
We about to be back up in a big way.
When and where?
Changing the game all over again.
This bitch gonna pay, man.
What's going on, YouTube? We back in the Low Key Cave, Keyshawn Knobs YouTube page, aka Mr. Low Key, and we back with another TV show review, Raising Kanan, Power Book 3, Season 4, Episode 8, Street Struck review. Yes, I think the first thing we need to go ahead and get into is spoilers. We found out who killed Famous. I'm not going to front. I did not expect these individuals, but the connection is all there, and you see how it could add up. Snap and Pop. Snap and Pop were the ones that took out Famous, and now thinking about it, the connection they had with Ronnie more than like we know Ronnie never liked Famous. He couldn't stand Famous. So remember how he had that whole thing with them, and the way he was with Kanan, and kind of how they was on the downhills even towards the later episodes of season 3. You could definitely see how Ronnie more than likely went to them and had them probably do that, or he told them about the whole thing with Famous and they had the cops do it. But either way, we do find out that Snap and Pops had police take out Famous. I mean, they ain't just had him taken out, they had him tortured and took out. But yeah, so now we got your boy Kanan out here thinking his mom had something to do with it. And I ain't gonna front, I wasn't all the way out of questioning whether Rock didn't have nothing to do with it or not. I feel like she definitely had a possibility to do something. And he made some very good points when Kanan and Jukebox having a conversation, and he like, yo, did she have love for D Wiz? Like, look what she did to D Wiz. And some of y'all might be like, man, that was different. No, I don't see no difference in it. So valid points from Kanan and having the understanding of why he feel the way he feel, and I don't even think it's coming from just a hatred point of how we feeling about his mama. He's looking at everything that's just done led up to certain things, especially with her lying to him consistently, and what happened with D Wiz is a very good point. So outside of that, one of the characters that I told y'all I can't despise, I want to go and talk about his goofy ass B-Rilla. Once again, this ain't nothing towards Protestant Fontana, who the fuck he is that played B-Rilla. I can't stand that character as a character. I think he's stupid. I don't like them stupid ass songs he be making. Even in this episode, Lou literally says, nigga, you are stupid. You an idiot. But the dudes that B-Rilla, Kenyatta and them, he was working with to go into the record label dude's house to try to steal and shit. Now they pretty much threatening them because they want to double back. Stupid. And these are the people that you want to go fool with as far as B-Rilla and as far as Lou. Man, there's some artists out here, bro. Get this, man. I'm sorry, bro. I don't like him as a character, man. Boy, do I miss Famous and that music. Anyway, rest in peace of Famous, man. So now I said this, and I even said he gonna end up putting Lou in the situation. But hey, Lulu's back. Lou, we got Demon Time Lou back, and now I'm seeing how this is gonna play out with B-Rilla, because is he gonna continue to try to work with him, or is it gonna come a situation where he's gonna take out B-Rilla? I know that probably ain't gonna happen, but I want that to happen. I'm sick of B-Rilla, man. But then again, maybe I need to thank B-Rilla because he brought our guy back as far as Lou. Now, as far as logically speaking, we don't want this for Lou. Lou should have went to L.A. with Famous sister, got out doing what he was trying to do. You seen that he was trying to fight his demons, but being that he back in, that you can see this probably not going to end very well. Hey, I'm just saying as far as logically speaking. But as far as being on all the way Demon Time and wanting to see our guy back, I'm glad to see Lou back doing what he do. Anyway, it is going to be interesting to see how this plays out with your boy Marvin, man. Marvin is out here fucking up. The situation he had with Early, you know, he told Early to handle a certain thing, and Early did, and Early was making valid points to him, saying, yo, you told me to deal with this however way I deal with it. But being who Early is, he ended up killing old buddy. But it's not really him he worried about. Marvin is more so worried about Early's cousin Londale, and something about him telling on his own self, so and he had to do time. So now it's a situation where he has to talk to Rock and let Rock know it could be some situation with Stefano, because we already knew it was going to be some bullshit once Marvin introduced Early to Stefano, and even Stefano giving him that threat, letting him know that whatever the fuck early fuck up, I'm putting it on you, Marvin. So you know this shit about to all double back around, and it's gonna be a situation where either Marvin and Rock gonna have to take out Stefano, or Rock gonna have to make a decision to stay in what she got going on, especially with this new plug bringing in the work she been waiting on, in a situation with Marvin. And it could come to a situation where she chooses the work over Marvin because of the fuck ups he's been doing. And this is kind of, we've been praising Marvin, man, and this is kind of what we was getting in that first season. And this is the guy we've been hearing about when they was always complaining about Marvin, especially Rock. So I feel like I don't know if it's a situation where he just wasn't prepared for everything she's been throwing at him, being that Lou wasn't in a loop anymore. So it's going to be interesting to see how this play out, because I can definitely see either Stefano going with Sal and them people and saying let's make some type of deal, because I mean Sal's people ain't even fucking trying to really jump in there with Unique, seeing the way things are starting to outcome, because they take out Quan as far as Marvin. So that's Unique's plug, and now he's on a rampage, man. Ocee, man. Yo, I don't think I felt this bad for a character since my boy with the glasses off the original Power. I don't know y'all remember his name, man. Damn, I can't remember his name. But why did they do Ocee like that? Like, man, I mean, I wasn't really rocking Ocee because he was stealing Kanan money, but you kind of understand under the circumstance. But then again, it's like, you know what you a part of. And Kanan, why are you hiring these type of individuals? Like, your girl, Jukebox, like, these people, this is a learning lesson, though, for Kanan. But anyway, man, Ocee, we finally found out Ocee has been hiding out at Unique spot, because he been missing for over a week now. You even got Jukebox going over to his mom's looking for him. His brother over there trying to take advantage of Jukebox, and she pretty much John Wick his ass. But anyway, Ocee been hiding out at Unique's, and Unique, you know, got some of the people from Jersey up there with him. And when Unique finally shows back up, your boy Ocee trying to beg, like, man, I need to get moved out of town. I need you to get me out of town. And you know, and Unique is real unhinged right now, and I'm loving this though. I feel bad for Ocee, but it's the fact that we've been hearing about Unique and the whole thing with him coming out, the situation that happened with him and Ronnie pretty much beating him almost to death, and him coming back and him not being right. You know, at the early part of the season, the doctor saying he's not gonna be the same person, and that's what I've been waiting to see. And I feel like we hadn't seen that until he finally revealed himself and coming back to Queens. And that nigga is shell. He ain't right. Because he's sitting there talking about Rock, and Ocee just sitting there like, bro, I need to get out of town. He said, you want to go? You want to go? And the way they do that character, man. Anyway, though, that was funny. That was very entertaining. By the way, this is what I've been wanting to see, and I'm hoping we get more of this type of unhinged Unique. But, like I said, it's going to be interesting to see how this play out with Marvin and Stefano, because they even have a conversation about the guy that early them killed, and I feel like Marvin is pretty much giving this away with just his mannerisms. It's like he's sitting there, you know, I don't know how this is going to play out. I don't, but Kanan, he pretty much wants his girl to leave. He's saying he can't protect her. The whole situation with him finding out about Ocee being killed, and seeming like everybody around him is pretty much being hurt or killed. So he wants her to leave. But we get to a situation, because the whole thing with Snap and Pop, they have a conversation with the cops. And they whole thing is like, Kanan running around, he put two and two together, gonna find out where the word come from, because Kanan more so want to find out who sent the word to the cops. Of course, he ain't gonna try to go kill no cops, but he want to know who sent that word out. And now Snap and Pop trying to pretty much cover their tracks. So the cops are trying to go find out what Kanan knows. And my thing was, I'm thinking they gonna try to go kidnap Kanan, but they ended up getting his girl. And I'm like, I hope we don't get no whole thing with them torturing her. I don't want that. I just don't want that. And I don't want to see that either. But it'll be that push. It'll be more of a reason why we get the Kanan that we get. And even the whole situation with Jukebox. Like I said, if it comes to a situation with Rock choosing the work over Marvin, that could be her turmoil going towards Rock too. And them really giving the chance to team up as far as Rock and Jukebox. But it's going to be interesting to see how all of this play out, man. I'm trying to make sure I didn't forget about anything. I really don't want, man, Kanan girl, she was almost out of there, man. But, Unique, I still don't think he breathes. But, I mean, I just feel like, how did Breeze last as long as he did if Unique is unhinged as he is, and I don't feel like Unique gonna be around too much long, because even the cops coming in there telling him that like you like a prime suspect in a couple of things, bro. The way things are being set up, and even with that situation with the cop, because I thought he had made and he might still maybe had something to do with Famous. I'm not sure as far as the Gustavo or Gostino or whoever the fucking cop is that was questioning Unique and that's questioning Jukebox. The main detective that's pretty much been on this case about Famous from the get go. But anyway, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how this all play out and to see how Kanan, if he get a chance to find out about Snap and Pop before him and his whole thing with thinking that Rock had something to do with Famous. A lot going into these last 2 episodes, if I'm not mistaken. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this one. Marvin, is this going to be his last day? I'm telling y'all, I told y'all this could be that ending for Marvin. I feel like we definitely going to lose somebody. It's going to be somebody, and if it's anybody, it's going to be Marvin. Because once again, this could be that next major push for Juke to become the Jukebox that we know. And even with Kanan and everything that's going on with him, this could be his next push, especially dealing with whatever happens with his girl in the aftermath of that. So let me know how y'all feeling about this recent episode of Raising Kanan. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell, let you know when I upload new videos. Other than that, we out.